Today is Friday, February 6, 2026. I'm Pastor Michael, and this is Wilderness Wanderings, an Advent edition and rest. Our scripture is Isaiah 58, 5-7. Is this the kind of fast I have chosen? Only a day for people to humble themselves? Is it only for bowing one's head like a reed and for lying in sackcloth and ashes? Is that what you call a fast, a day acceptable to the Lord? Is not this the kind of fasting I have chosen? To loose the chains of injustice and untie the cords of the yoke, to set the oppressed free and break every yoke? Is it not to share your food with the hungry and to provide the poor wanderer with shelter? When you see the naked, to clothe them, and not to turn away from your own flesh and blood. Isaiah is at it again. Many things lie between this text and the first chapter. Yet in both he takes a strip off God's people. Strictly speaking, our text refers to fasting, not Sabbath keeping. Yet rest is at the heart of God's problem with his people. In particular, the lack of rest for their neighbours. Once again, they are doing all the right religious stuff. I'm reminded of a senior demon's advice to his mentee. As long as they retain externally the habits of a Christian, they can be made to think of themselves as such. It appears that the Israelites do want to get close to God, to be in covenant relationship with him. But there is something in the way, their attitudes toward their neighbours. Other folks are tools for making a profit. And if these other folks do not have time for rest, who cares? Not my problem. But according to God, it is their problem. Ever since Cain asked the question, am I my brother's keeper? The answer is in plain sight. Yes, I am. We cannot worship God while ignoring our neighbor in need. In Galatians 5, Paul writes, the only thing that matters is faith working itself out in love. James wrote, religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless as this, to look after orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. John adds, whoever claims to love God, yet hates his brother or sister is a liar. For whoever does not love their brother and sister whom they have seen, cannot love God whom they have not seen. The word love used here is much stronger than how we usually use it. It includes the probability of suffering. Christ set the example for us, his patient work of healing the sick, even when tired. And we must not neglect his last days of suffering through torture and execution. This is the nature of the love we are to have for our neighbors. The two great commandments are to love God above all and neighbor as yourself. We cannot have one without the other. With so many neighbors in need, this is difficult stuff to deal with. It starts with the heart. A heart that knows it is deeply loved is a heart that seeks to love the neighbor. Start by worshiping the covenant God. See his concern for you. Those who love God through worship become filled with compassion for their neighbors. As you journey on, hear Jesus' invitation. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls.